Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 17 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Ottomans. We've finished our massive war with Venice and we've managed to get out of it Rhodes and Crete. One thing that we do want to do, of course, is go ahead and get rid of this fort on the island of Rhodes, because that way it becomes a pretty worthless island if people want to try and capture it. A few things that we're going to need to do now is sort out our army. We are below our force limit. I can't remember what group sizes I was making. I think it was 15. So let's make 16 stacks. So in each 16 stack we want to have 2 cavalry. So let's go ahead and break off a cavalry there. And we also want to leave... did I say a 16 stack? Let's go and put you back because I wanted to get all the mercenaries out of here. So 14 infantry and 2 cavalry. We do need to start getting some cannons as well. We are going to select this unit and move it into Sofia. So we're going to try and build up these stacks where we can. So you are mostly infantry. You do need some cavalry. There's a couple of unfortunate loans. Let's just move all of you into Sofia, actually. So we need manpower to recover you guys as well. You need to get back over here. Did we cancel our military access and now we can't get over? Okay, use the ships then. So we also need to repair and rebuild our navy because that got absolutely mashed. Now let's have a look at the coalition. Naples really doesn't like us, but Naples are in with Aragon anyway. Bosnia's outraged. But we can try and improve relations over there in Bosnia. So let's go ahead and do that a little bit. We want to try and reduce the possible chances of actually getting a coalition against us, though it's most likely going to happen. So, do we have any cavalry over here? We do. We only have 1, though, so we're going to select this unit, and you can move over here. So there's going to be a fair bit of rebuilding to do once we have the manpower. Why are you showing as being red? Oh, you're actually controlled by the peasants. I thought we'd actually taken it. But apparently it's occupied. It's just too small to see. So we'll go and unoccupy that. Let's group you together then. And we've lost our admiral. That's fine, I suppose. We're not really at war. We don't have a navy. So the war exhaustion is going to start burning down. That is going to take some time. We've got a costly embargo against Venice. So let us go ahead and revoke our embargo. So, who are our rivals now? We are rivaled, that's Venice. We are rivaled, no, we have a free rival slot. So, we are rivaled by the Mamluks and Austria. I guess we could rival Poland back. They're the only option, really. So, I guess we go and rival Poland. Going to CB against them. Now then, we do have provinces lacking cores. Unfortunately... the war exhaustion is really making these expensive, but we need to get them done. We can do the 2 cheapest ones, so let's get them working. We've got another idea group. I'm going to wait before taking that one, because we need to sort of catch up in tech as well as everything else. So we'll try and rebuild our armies. Now, we've got this annoying event again. I don't want to lose things like base production, because you can never... really get that back unless you get events to do so, or if you want to spend monarch points to develop, which I don't really want to do. So we're just going to try our best to rebuild here. Now we don't actually need this fort here. I know someone did mention that before, because Constantinople, I don't think actually, it does have a fort. Yeah, that's fine then. So that'll actually control both sides of that. So we definitely want to get our right, rebel uprising. So many things to deal with. Ragusan separatists. Ragusa is here. So we want to make sure that we have a military. You are mostly mercenaries and fully reinforced. You can go and stand over there. So we actually want to get some light ships going. We do have 3 light ships here. Let's go ahead and get you protecting trade for what it's worth. Because you're quite sort of dilapidated at the moment. And actually, protecting trade in Constantinople won't gain us that much money anymore. Protecting trade in Alexandria would. And Aleppo would as well. So would Ragusa. Let's go and protect trade in the Ragusan trade node. And let's just see if that actually makes our trade go up. So we're currently getting 1062 from trade. 1065. That didn't seem to go up nearly as much as it should have done. Where is the trade map mode? So the Ragusan node is sort of pushing upstream, really. I think we do want to be down here in Alexandria, to be honest. So let's go ahead and get that minuscule navy. You're not even fully repaired. So you are going to protect trade in Alexandria. So it's still saying that Ragusa would give us the most profit. Total will be 1.18 ducat profit. No, we stay there. You need to repair on slightly damaged, though. And we need to rebuild ships. But we need to get our money up. I think we want to wait for that rebellion to fire first. Don't know how big it's going to be. We can't actually increase anything there. You're the wrong culture. You're the wrong religion. The overextension's causing some problems. As is the war exhaustion. If the war exhaustion were gone, that would go away as well, to be honest. Because I really do want to... It's at 90% though, so it might well pop. I'm just going to put you guys next door, just in case you have to reinforce. Managed to do a conversion. Now then, we have a mission. And that mission... If I can remember the right icon. This mission is to... all of the provinces in the Anatolia region have to be Muslim. So we want to have a look at the region map mode. So, geographical. Region. And this is all... Anatolia is all of this bit here. It's not all controlled by us, though, which is the problem. Yeah, it's not all controlled by us, which means I can't really do that mission, which is unfortunate. Let's go and work on Naxos, because that'll be the easiest one to do. So I think, again, we have to just give up that mission for now. I thought we'd actually taken everything, but no, we'd still need to take various bits and pieces here before we can do that, which is a real shame. So what we want to happen here, really, is for this rebellion to hurry up and fire. How many more men do we need? 4,400. That's not as many as I would have expected. Minus 5% morale of armies. Well, that's not ideal. But yeah, what I'd like to do is reduce my army maintenance, but I can't do that while we are waiting for this rebellion to pop. And there is the rebellion there. We should be able to deal with that. We have just taken another loan. This is mostly mercenaries as well. So we did win that. Now then, these Greek separatists. Where are they likely to fire? Does it tell me where they're going to pop? I mean, Naxos, Crete, Rhodes. Yeah, Cyprus, Corfu, Naxos, and Rhodes. And Euboea. So you have 9. Crete has 14. Naxos has 6. Rhodes has 12. Cyprus has 16. Did that say Cyprus in the list? Oh, Corfu. Corfu has 9. So the highest development is actually Naxos then, I believe. No, Naxos is 6. It's Crete with 14. So let's go ahead and get you down onto Crete. Because that's where the rebellion is most likely to pop. It's usually the province with the highest development where they will pop. And again, that is one that I would like to pop. Yeah, Greek separatists. Usually tells you... So yeah, Cyprus, Corfu, Naxos and Rhodes. But Crimea have got a few peasant problems of their own as well. Army size 20k they will get. Which means we could probably do with getting some more men over there as well before it happens. These 10 ships are going to take a while getting everybody over there. Hopefully that's not going to pop too early. Can we get these final cores yet? No, we cannot. I must have been converting one of them. 41% overextension is not great either. Truce with Gallery just ended. Hopefully they will leave us alone. Right, now then. As soon as we've got those guys dropped off, we're going to try and get some more down there. 10 free prestige, very nice. Aragon's actually liking us slightly now as well, which is very good. Truce with Provence has ended. There's also a fort here on Corfu that I hadn't noticed. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Any more forts that we've accidentally picked up? There's not one on Crete, there's not one on Rhodes. We've got one on Cyprus. It's stupid to have forts on the islands. Because you don't want... The problem you have is if somebody else is sieging out those forts and you have to take them back, you've then got to take a naval landing. So let's make the islands worthless. Gain 1 base tax, some loyalties change, or 1 base production. I always prefer base tax. Not too bothered which guilds it upsets and which ones it doesn't. Wallachia has embraced the Renaissance. So Greek Separatist is at 90% now. It should fire over here. This should be where it pops. It's not guaranteed. We're actually making money now. We've got rid of those forts. We still have a fair few loans though. Still only 8 loans. We're just renewing them. I would love to reduce inflation, but I'm trying to save my admin points to do the coring. We could rent out a condottieri, but as we don't really have all that much manpower, it's a little bit of a waste. I guess missionaries are already working on these provinces, and we don't have enough for Crete, not yet anyway. On the next tick we will. 100% Greek separatists, and they actually fired in Cyprus. So they fired everywhere they weren't supposed to fire, which I find, quite frankly, ridiculous. Let's get you over there. We're going to have to try and take a naval landing. This is... I mean, they did get 20k. It may well be that a change has been made so that they now don't get... they now just don't spawn in the highest development province. They always used to. So now Rhodes has got separatism. Again, if I'd have left the forts here, we'd have been safe. Now, the problem with that one... These guys are just going to get wiped out now. Right, I'm just going to leave those guys there. You guys cancel. These guys can't get off the island, so I've just lost like 4,000 men. But they'll probably just teleport off. So what we'll do is we'll bring these guys... see, they don't have an admiral, a leader. Because the way the auto-transport works is it takes the first half of the stack that doesn't have the leader. Which is very, very annoying. And I don't have enough ships to really get across there. Recall our diplomat from Aragon. I have to find somewhere else to send one. Let's group you together. Won't let me group you together for some reason. Oh, it's because it's still bringing more over from overseas. Okay, fair enough. So who else do we want to go and suck up to? Probably the Papal State. And we've got another rebellion. Improve relations with you. That is a mighty big rebellion up there. And Crimea can't deal with that all on their own. So let's see if we can go ahead and get the open borders up here again. No, they won't even give us military access now. So we will need to use the boats. You are teleporting. Where are you teleporting to? Corfu. Let's go ahead and get you guys over in Corfu then. And see what happens. Mamluk's got a claim on Al Raqqa. That's fine. Right, we can group you up now. Let's split off 4 units. And right, you don't have the leader, so you guys are the ones that are going to go over there. That should solve that problem. And then we need to get some guys over here and help out Crimea, which for someone who are supposed to be our march, they're doing a very, very poor job of being a march. So we won that battle there. We do need to reclaim the siege though. So that's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and start coring Crete. So yeah, we've definitely... Right, are you still going to Corfu? Yes, you are. And you are planning to arrive on the 2nd of March. So there's quite a decent amount of time before that happens. Now, let's try and get you over to here if we can. We might be able to win some of these battles up here. We are starting to regain our manpower. But this will pretty much... Oh, we've got 2 different lots of rebels fighting each other. We've got the separatists fighting off the peasants, which is brilliant. Crimea jumped in there as well, and it didn't end well for them. They're throwing units in rather foolishly, but we'll do what we can. So let's just go and sort of chase you down. And they are engaging Crimea's army. We should get there and be able to win that for them. So this has been a little bit of a mess trying to sort out the aftermath of this war, but... oh, they actually got rid of the... I don't know how, but they somehow did. So let's bring the army back home. Of course, once we start getting some decent manpower, we are going to want to try and get rid of as many of the mercenaries as possible. Just rebuild our armies with normal units. But we've still got another rebellion first. Once that rebellion has moved over, then we can... There's a lot of things that I want to do. It does include paying off debts, but we also need to get some more light ships built. So we're going to spend all of our money just buying light ships at the moment. The more we get in trade and the quicker we can get it, then the faster we can actually pay off those loans. And then at some point, once we've got our manpower back and our war exhaustion has gone down, we'll actually attack the Mamluks, because the Mamluks will have a fair bit of gold for us. We are gaining some corruption. That is a good point. It's mostly due to the overextension, which we are hoping will go away at some point soon. It is February. CB on Austria. Austria's insulting us. Brave of them. You are still going to Corfu. The 2nd of March. So we should be expecting a 16 stack onto our 16 stack. Let's give you a better general. Let's give you the one that's got the 4 shock. We shouldn't need that against separatists, but it's worth having. And as soon as they have teleported, which should be now, there we go, they have teleported. We'll recall that diplomat, and we'll get you down to... Actually, we'll do it with you. We'll get you down to Cyprus, and then you can just go and unsiege that for us. So that'll be the end of that rebellion. There is a possibility of Cretan separatists, which isn't too good. 15% trade efficiency for 10 years and 50 diplo power, or a 500 ducats. In this instance, I'm just going to take the ducats, because I really do want to just be able to build up my my trade fleet right here. So we're currently up to 12. Let's go up to 25. And we'll probably need to get some heavies at some point, because I'm sure we'll be dealing with Venice again in the future. And... got Corfu. Now we want to move over to Crete. Or at least we'll want to move over to Crete as quickly as we can, because Crete is going to be the next problem that we have. Let's choose a mission then. Create a proper fleet. 75% of our force limit. How big is our force limit? Is 50. So we'd need to be, what, 25, 37 and a half. We're going up to 35. We can manage that. What would we gain for it? Reduced shipbuilding time, reduced maintenance. Or the rival of our rival, which would be England, which we tried that one before and couldn't quite manage. We are working on the fleet, so let's go ahead and do that. And in fact, with that in mind then, let's go and build up the transports as well. Because we need at least 15, 16 transports, because those are the sizes of our stacks. So we do want to go up to sort of 16 transports. Recall our diplomat from the Papal State. So you guys can come home. And have we got an army up there? Or did we come home? No, I think everybody came home. So we still need to try and rebuild these stacks up to the proper numbers, getting rid of the mercenaries where we can, but we are still trying to get our manpower back. We're still not fully reinforced. We still need another 268 men, but it won't take long. We still can't call Naxos yet because we need to wait for the missionary to finish. He's 81% done though, so that won't take very long. You guys need to get down here to Crete, because that's where the next rebellion is going to be. We can invest in an idea, so we could get yearly army tradition. What are we like in terms of tech? We're actually behind time, so we'll wait until we get tech first. Always try and stay ahead in tech, especially as this tech actually gives us cavalry shock and infantry fire, and the ability to build regimental camps. So it is one that we would definitely like to get. It's not one of the best ones, but anything that's going to help us out a little bit is something that we definitely want to pick up. Either way, that seems like a great place to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying EU4 as the Ottomans. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.